go real easily.
Okay.
This one, you know, move as slow as you can and as gentle. Okay. You got a super on, so I just would look down and see how's my super doing, you know. And right now they haven't built that out at all yet. So you've got to keep sugar on them so they can build that out for you. And they won't build your super out until they get their hive bodies built out. Okay, so right now there's nothing going on in there. Okay. I'm just going to keep stacking everything right here on top of your lid. Okay, and you got your queen excluder on. If you take this off for now, they'll build your supers up faster. You got to get in your hives every week and keep up with it though, because you don't want your queen to come up and start laying in the super. But if you'll keep this off until they get that super pretty much built up, then put that back on.
Then you got to make sure the queen's down when you do that.
That's why we're gonna mark her if we see her today. Okay. And all this is they're building comb up into your excluder, and this is why you have to get in your hives about once a week, because you let that build up too much, you're not going to be able to take stuff apart. Okay, so those are just your workers and stuff on there, and normally they're just going to keep working, you know, unless something really happens to aggravate them.
Really
okay, now,
top comb built up.
yeah,
good.
See, this is built out really good. Your frames are filled out. They're filling it with honey. You just have a couple over here. And what I do with mine,
that's only been there for not even 3 weeks. Okay, so still no smoke yet, huh?
No, I only use smoke if I need it. Okay, what the smoke does is it gets them to go down into the honey. You know, but if they're calm and quiet, I'm not going to use it. So they haven't drawn this one out yet, but they're starting to work on it. Okay.
Just starting to draw.
So first frame when I take it out, if it's not full of honey, I'm just going to turn it on edge and just lay it there. You're on a hill here. It's
really bad. We're on a hill. That's the thing. We're hilling
everything we do.
No, it's okay. But then now I'm just going to work with the rest of them and keep them in the box. Okay, so just slide it over. And same thing. I'll pull this one out, but it hasn't been worked yet either. Okay, they're just starting. They're just starting to build that out. So you got a little bit on this side.
So should we have added the top on it?
Well, it's okay to have it on now. They're just now. You've got 2 more frames before they're going to go up.
Okay.
You see, while it's like this, she can't lay eggs in it.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to worry about her. She's not going to lay eggs in your super until it starts really getting built up.
Okay.
So if you're in here every week watching, then when you see that when they've got like 3 or 4 frames built up in the super, then go ahead and put your excluder on, because you know then they're doing their job, and doesn't, you know, if they go a little slower, that's okay. And it doesn't hurt if you want to keep the excluder on. They just won't build it up quite as fast. Okay, so you're gonna probably have a frame or 2 now that's just built out. Okay, they're still building this one up. Can you see how they're already stirring honey in it?
Yeah, so they're doing honey in this one.
So they're doing honey.
This one they've actually.
Okay, this one's all built out and it's full of honey too. They're filling it up. See that shiny?
But this shouldn't be honey. Shouldn't this be eggs?
No, they'll be putting honey in too.
No,
they surround the brood with honey. In the winter, that's how they keep it warm. Now here, you're just going to go in and you're going to scrape this down level and just kind of help them, because otherwise that's going to start getting connected to your other frames. And just gently take it off, and then you can just set it down wherever. If you want to save that later for the beeswax, you can. But if you don't scrape that off, they're going to end up connecting your frames together. And then you're going to have a hard time.
Get them apart.
Yeah. Okay, so these are all still workers and everything. Your bees are building up really good.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you hold this one. I want to feel how heavy it's starting to get from the honey.
Okay.
See that?
Wow.
And that's not even full yet.
Amazing.
Wow. And that's something. No wonder those boxes get so heavy.
Oh yeah. That's why you use your supers. And see, this is capped honey on this side, the white that you see. So this is all, when your frames start getting all looking like this, that's when you know you're ready to extract. Okay. So once again, you just have workers. There's still no sign. Okay, there.
Is that some?
Now that's brood.
Brood in there.
See in there, the white? There's a larvae. Okay, so that's what's called uncapped brood. And what'll happen is, usually they lay their brood like this, and then they surround it with honey around it, okay? But since you're getting into honey flow now, they're putting more honey in those frames than they need to. But can you see all the larvae in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that, as a beekeeper, you're going in and that's a sign that your hive is healthy because you're seeing larvae. And you're always looking for larvae and eggs because that lets you know your queen's present.
We took a picture 2 weeks ago when we were in, or 3, and we had it blown up, and you ought to see this thing. It has got you can see every egg, and you can see them in all different stages.
Look how tight that is.
Wow, get them stirred up.
Now this frame is even heavier because it's capped.
Oh my gosh.
See how much is capped? And then that's
Yeah.
all